back, everybody. As you can see, we are in the milking parlour, and today is a very special day because it's actually my birthday. But that isn't why it's not only special. That's not the meaning of this video. You'll just seen I've put the weight block on the back of the 390 with a loader and put the pallet forks on it. That is because not only is it my birthday, but Fertilizer's coming. So what I'm going to do is, it's coming, it's currently about 20 to 4. We've just got the first side on for milking this afternoon. And Fertilizer's due in at 5 o'clock tonight. So it's due in just as we're finishing milking. So I'll try and get as much video footage as I can as it's coming, and we'll do a little talk over at the end of what we've got and why we've got it. But for me, it's a very important day because it signals to me the start of spring. You start having your fertiliser come, that's the start of spring. Spring is in the air. It's a really warm day today. Really warm. It is warm enough to be spring, but it's that wet on the fields that you'll never get on with a tractor. So it has got dry up a lot, but it is the start of something. So you'll see in a minute unloading the fertiliser, and we'll have a bit of a talk afterwards if we can. But yeah, see you in a minute. It is currently it's currently just gone about 6:15. So we've milked the cows. So you'll just see me at the start of the video. Well, I was in the parlour. I was explaining that today not only is my birthday, but we've also got Fertiliser here, and it's now about 6:15, and we're unloading. Turned up while I'm milking. My brother started unloading it. I'll have to look at the ticket, but we've got an entire full load. I think we're on 30 ton. So 30 ton is what we need. so there should be about 30 tonne here, hopefully. If not, we're going to have to find some more from somewhere. We took on some extra ground. And to do that ground, we'll need, as well as the road, we'll need 30 tonne. But you will see there'll be a future video coming out, hopefully, of something we're going to try this spring, and hopefully that will improve making grass grow. But it's an artificial fertiliser, before anyone asks. So like a lot of dairy farms, we have organic fertiliser in the form of slurry and box muck or farmyard manure. Farmyard manure is what you spread them with a muck spreader. And the farmyard manure is full of nutrients, organic matter, as well as the slurry. So it is full of mainly, we've got nitrogen, potash, potassium phosphate, I'm sure that's what it is. Manure, organic manure, organic fertiliser, your slurry and your manure, your box muck and bedding muck. It's normally high in P and K. P and K, whatever it is on the periodic table. And to balance that out, we're buying in artificial fertiliser, which is high in nitrogen. Nitrogen is what forces the grass to grow. Now, this artificial fertiliser has been about since the early 1900s, I think, so about 100 years. I do remember learning about it at school because it basically revolutionised farming in a big way. Because I'm sure it was when either the First or Second World War were on, got a country that wasn't producing enough food to feed itself. So I think, as far as I'm aware, someone invented chemical fertiliser. If we pour a chemical onto the land, it will make the grass grow, or the crops grow, and it basically revolutionised farming in itself, because you could basically double the yield of your crop by putting a chemical onto it. Pretty simple procedure of putting a chemical on the land, and it would increase your output from it. So back then, the governments were trying to encourage you to use this chemical, trying to reclaim land and use this chemical fertiliser. You put it on the field and double your crop. Feed a country that's basically on its knees. And well, the country's basically still on its knees, but now the government's telling you don't use fertiliser. Instead, we'll pay you not to use it in subsidies. Will subsidise what you can't get out your land because they've realised that actually that as good as artificial fertilisers are, they give out a lot of carbon. It is very the making of artificial fertiliser is very bad for the environment. Basically, it's taking a lot of making a lot of carbon to make it. It's a very expensive process, and it takes a lot of energy and it gives a lot of greenhouse gases off, which isn't particularly good for the environment, but the government just does need to realise that actually, if you are going to actually do that, you're going to end up with less crop, less food production. going to be less food to feed people. The entire country, the world's population is growing, and actually you're going to get less food to feed them on. So, I mean, but half of them nowadays think you're going to trying to kill them anyway. They do, basically. Say, oh, we'll go vegan, we'll think we'll help the environment. Oh yeah, well, you know, instead of supporting, you know, getting milk or meat off the farmer down the road from you, we'll get your soya beans from Brazil or wherever it is, and have soya milk, soya protein or whatever. We'll destroy the rainforest instead of supporting, you know, the carbon footprint's better doing that. You know, it definitely is not. We will not. Flying or shipping food from another country is not good for the environment. It's a lot worse for the environment than supporting your local farm down the road. You know, you've got bad carbon footprint off a farm down the road. But yeah, your carbon footprint's horrific, mate. You know, importing all your bloody coconuts and avocados or whatever from fucking soybeans and what have you from bloody Brazil or wherever you know, Middle East, Africa or wherever it's coming from. But sorry for waffling on my view on the entire subject of vegans and animal activists, but nothing against anyone that wants to be a vegan or not choose themselves not to eat meat or milk or dairy products or eggs or whatever. But I do not condone them spreading bad words. I condone them spreading wrongful information about farmers who are killing the planet or what have you, because they are not killing the planet. You're the ones killing the planet, travelling on your planes to Brazil, fetching your coconuts and your avocados and your soybeans and destroying the rainforests. You know what I mean? You know, Brazil's got the lungs of the world, that rainforest, and you're destroying the rainforest by taking it off to grow your soybeans for your soya milk. You know, work that one out, mate. You've not been very clever there. But anyway, enough of that. So we're back onto fertiliser. So fertiliser, very bad for the environment, you know, very bad. Chemical fertiliser, pouring that on the field, destroying the soil and what have you. But this is 27% nitrogen, 10% sulphur. It's got no P and K in it because our rep who sold it to us says with the amount of muck and slurry that we produce on this farm, we don't need it. And the land that we've taken on rent has been farmed pretty thoroughly. So we've just got my brother here, he's just putting us helping get the bags onto the tines. So yeah, where are we on? So basically we need this stuff to double the amount of crop we produce on this farm to feed our cows. Not only that, it is giving the grass what it needs to produce a good crop. But we do try and maximise our use of slurry and box muck on this farm. But it's quite a warm day today, really warm, seasonably warm. Sure, it said on my phone it was like 14 degrees, 14 or 15 degrees. So for, you know, middle of March, that is rare. But, you know, I say rare, unusual. But we won't be spreading this. I will do a video of spreading the fertiliser, but we won't be spreading this for a good fortnight at least, I'd say. What we do tend to do is we'll put it on the pastures first for the milk cows, ready for them going out, and then we'll do the silage ground a couple of weeks later. But the nitrogen forces the grass to grow basically. Well, it gives the grass what it needs to grow on the crop. And the sulphur stops it from going bitter, because you're basically pouring acid onto a crop. It makes the grass go very bitter. It tastes very bitter, and the sulphur counteracts that, plus it's adding like, the sulphur helps it maintain its trace elements so cows don't become deficient in minerals basically. As far as I'm aware, I'm sure that's what sulphur does. But, yeah, hopefully we'll have a good growing year with this stuff. The night before, when we had this delivered. So 15th of March today, and for me this is a sign that spring is really on the way, because fertiliser is here. The sun is blinding me, by the way, so sorry if I'm squinting. I hope you can hear me as well. But here we are. There's 47 bags, so it's 28.2 tub. Hopefully it is enough. Just have a wander up here, and it does say on the bags somewhere, there we are, 27 nitrogen, 10 sulphur. So it's not a compound fertiliser, it's granular. It says there, granular compound. So it is, yeah. But it's just nitrogen and sulphur, no P or K in it, just nitrogen and sulphur. Because hopefully our ground gets enough P and K out of the muck it gets. But yeah, not cheap. This was about $3.20 a ton. I think it was $3.20 a ton. So yeah, not cheap. It's very expensive stuff. You don't want to go wasting it. But compared with a couple of years ago when it was like £600 or £700 a ton, you know, it's half the price for what it's worth. But there's actually British Fertiliser as well. British company. It says shop though, doesn't it? It just says British company supporting British on, so it should be British Fertiliser. But yeah, anyway, it'll be a couple of weeks before this goes on because it is hellishly wet. It is just, the ground is just sodden. But we normally try and aim to go out about last week of March, first week of April, to the grazing platform or something. And then normally about middle of April onto silage ground, onto meadows or something. But yeah, this will all be put on by, I don't know, May. So yeah, well then we'll have another load exactly the same about June for the second round or second cut. And then we'll have some more normally about August for third cut. But yeah, so this is a mark of something special, something to come, which is good because you get that proper feel that spring is just around the corner. The days are getting longer. I mean, it was dark when the last bags were coming off last night, as you'll see from the clips I got. But yep, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and hopefully in a couple of weeks you'll see me spreading this stuff. It's all there in the lined bags. It's all double lined, sealed. So don't do any harm sat outside. Yeah, in a couple of weeks and you'll see me spreading this, and there'll be another video to come. So look out for that. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe below to see more. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Thank you.